Hello everyone, welcome back to Auto Trend TV. This is me Prajesh from Chandra Hyundai showroom in Coimbatore today. I am here with the brand new Hyundai Creta SX optional top spec variant with the 1.4 litre turbocharged petrol engine. This is the turbo petrol Hyundai Creta with the 7-speed DCT automatic gearbox. So I'm going to see how does this perform in Coimbatore city traffic and on free roads as well. So let's go on for a performance drive experience. Before we get into the review, don't forget to like and share our videos and make sure to subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon for timely updates and notifications on our every video upload. Yes friends, right now I'm in the driver's seat of the brand new Hyundai Creta 1.4 litre turbocharged DCT variant. This is the top spec SX optional DCT with the turbocharged petrol engine producing 140 PS of maximum power, which means this is going to be fantastic in terms of driving combined with this 7-speed DCT automatic. So let's start the drive. First of all, let's turn on the engine. Well, it is very refined and barely you can hear any engine note, and there is no vibration on the inside of the cabin as well. So let's start the drive without any further ado. Okay. Now the steering feels noticeably more confident and more robust on this turbocharged petrol engine. This variant especially, and the engine response is well strong. I don't have any other word for that. It is very strong, and it can respond lightly whenever if you want it to respond lightly, it will respond that way, and if you want that hardcore power, it will offer you that. So that is what I feel within just few meters of driving. Once I get to that free stretch over there, I'll put my foot down. So now I am on this free stretch over here. Let me just cross this traffic. Right, here we go, putting my foot down. Okay. Nice. Yeah, this is the power. This is the power. This is all the power. You can definitely feel the power and torque surging through, and it is so damn strong. You cannot avoid that. Well, that was just the normal mode. I am not in the sports mode. For the next chase of run, let's just try slotting this into sports mode. So yeah, now I'm in the sports mode. Let's just see how does this go. Okay, that was crazy, that was mad. Alright, yeah, I don't have words for that. That is the significant difference in terms of power delivery when you change the engine, and in terms of gearbox response as well. It has significantly changed in the sports mode. It feels more alert now. Now I am just driving casually, but it's still in the second gear, and the response is always available. So this is how this responds. I better change it into normal comfort mode because it is starting to get mad. Yeah, now I'm in the comfort mode and it has shifted to third gear, and it is more relaxed just like before for better comfort cruising. Alright, well, let's just see how does this perform on the rough roads and how is it to drive on daily day-to-day traffic. So right now I'm going to a free stretch where I can show you how does this perform in multiple drive modes. Before that, I'm just encountering this traffic, this worst roads of Racecourse Coimbatore. And even in such situations, this, even though being a 140 PS engine, it feels at home, it feels relaxed. Only thing is that when you start from a very say low gear or low speeds, or if even from a standstill, the gearbox, it revs a bit more before you actually start. So for that example, I'll just stop over here and restart again. So now I am at the standstill, and once if you want to start again, yes, it slightly revs a bit more than usual, more than required to get the car moving. But once it gets to the speed, it is superb. That is that always alert, always available torque, which is nice and great. Well, driving in such traffic, it is nice and comfortable. If you want to extract slightly more mileage, you can actually change the drive mode using this selector over here. So now I am selecting economy mode, which means that the engine power will be slightly less than before, but it definitely feels much more relaxed. If you want instant power in the economy mode, yeah, it takes slightly more time to provide that power and slightly more time to downshift actually. However, the maximum power is available in the sports mode. So this is the sports mode, and in the sports mode, definitely, I mean, you should know what you are doing for the car to be in control, because it goes like mad. It retains the RPM levels to maximum, and it downshifts very, very quickly while upshifting very, very late. So if you want the maximum pull, this is the mode to be in. And in the sports mode, you can obviously control through paddle shifters, which is going to be extremely easy and super fun, which I'll demonstrate right now once I get over there. Well, now talking about other features, you have this digital instrument cluster ahead of you. This is a 7-inch display. It is superbly crisp and provides you with almost all data you need. There is this large 10.25-inch touchscreen system with reverse parking camera as well. And there is obviously automatic climate control, electronic parking brake, and all those stuff, including ventilated seats, which is going to be superbly comfortable in hot climates. Now, as you can see, I am on a free stretch. Let's put my foot down. No problem at all. Now, paddle shifters. Yeah, paddle shifters also respond rather very, very quickly. Let's quickly take a U-turn. And now I'm going to drive a bit more modest to see how does the paddle shifter perform. So currently catching up to normal speeds. Yeah, the paddle shifters work reasonably quickly. And if you want to upshift early or downshift, wow, it downshifted so swift into third gear and the power is all available. So this is how beautiful it responds. Well, yeah, this is a proper fun car to drive. I love it. And yes, the suspension also copes up with the performance and the steering feel feedback. So this is one proper fun car to drive. Well, that was all about the sports mode. Let's now change it into something more normal. Back into comfort mode. And the gearbox response is now changed to a rather more relaxed driving experience. The good thing about the paddle shifters is that the paddle shifters can be accessed, can be worked through even if you are not in the sports mode. Now I'm currently driving in the comfort mode, which is a regular mode, and I can use the paddle shifters to change gears. So even if you don't want to use the sports mode, you can use the paddle shifters for regular day-to-day daily driving, and you can have a bit of fun. Yeah. So well, let's now conclude this review. Before we conclude this review, let's talk about the exterior and interior details of this SX optional DCT variant. This turbo petrol engine with the DCT combination is available only on the SX and SX optional variants, and this being the SX optional, it has the trio beam LED headlamps with the signature LED DRLs, and the DCT variant exclusively gets this black grille. That said, the front fog lamps are still halogen units, and the turn indicators are located alongside the fog lamps. Moving on towards the sides, despite being the topmost variant of the DCT lineup, this SX optional DCT still gets the single-tone grey colored 17-inch alloy wheels, whereas all the other engine options of the SX optional variant get the dual-tone machine-cut alloy wheels. Similarly, chrome-finished door handles and silver-finished roof rails are also exclusive only for the manual variants. However, this massive panoramic sunroof is available as standard from the SX variant itself. The rear fascia of almost all Creta variants is identical, except for a few minor differences. The signature split LED tail lamp setup remains exactly the same, and the Indian spec Hyundai Creta does not get the light bar running across the width of the car. That said, a rear windshield wiper washer with defogger is available as standard from the mid-spec variant itself, and the turbocharged variants alone get the twin exhaust pipes. So that was all about the exterior details of this Hyundai Creta SX optional DCT variant. Let's now quickly get inside the cabin to check out the features and comfort. Opening the driver door, you can see that exclusively only on the DCT variants, the Hyundai Creta gets an all-black cabin in order to match the sporty theme of this turbocharged engine. And exclusively only the DCT variants get the red highlights on the AC vents, along with the red highlights and piping on the artificial leather seats. Yes, similarly only on the DCT variants, the Hyundai Creta gets an all-black upholstery theme with the red highlights and piping. And yes, only the SX optional variant gets 6 airbags, along with some other highlight features. Talking about highlight features, this SX optional variant alone gets the 6-way power adjustable driver seat, along with the ventilation function for the front seats alone. Getting into the driver's seat, there are a lot of features to talk about, starting with the Bose branded 7-speaker surround sound system, which is available from the SX variant itself. Coming to the right side of the steering wheel, you can see that this car gets smart key access with push button start, while ESP, traction control with hill hold are standard from the SX variant onwards. However, the top spec SX optional variant alone gets this 7-inch SuperVision digital instrument cluster, which has a lot of functionality while also offering tire pressure monitoring system and various color themes for different drive modes. This digital instrument cluster display can be controlled using the buttons on the right side of the steering wheel, and apart from the standard stuff, it also has a compass display. As I already spoke about the multiple drive modes, yes, the Hyundai Creta Turbo variants get multiple drive modes for traction and engine response, which can be changed using the dial on the center console. Traction related modes include sand mode, mud mode and snow mode, which can be helpful during mild off-roading, basically altering the ESP traction control response. In terms of engine drive modes though, the turbo petrol variants get economy mode, comfort mode and the sports mode, altering the engine and gearbox response. And you can see that while changing these engine drive modes, the display color theme is also changed. Now almost all automatic variants of the Hyundai Creta get paddle shifters as standard. That said, while the Hyundai Creta gets automatic headlamps, it still does not offer automatic wiper functions. These paddle shifters work perfectly with the 7-speed DCT automatic gearbox, which is again available only on the SX and SX optional variants with the turbocharged petrol engine. However, even this top spec variant does not offer 360-degree surround view camera, despite the touchscreen being a large 10.25-inch one. That said, this large touchscreen system offers standard Android Auto and Apple CarPlay with wireless connectivity, along with the BlueLink latest connectivity features, offering voice commands for various car functions. The automatic climate control is available from the mid-spec variant itself. However, the wireless charging facility is available only from the SX variant onwards. Being the top spec variant of the DCT range, this car also gets an electronic parking brake with auto hold function and front ventilated seats. There are 3 levels of cooling for both the front seats. And yes, there is also a separate button to turn on the rear camera even while driving the car forward. Smart key access with push button start is available as standard both on the SX and SX optional variants, and is also available on the non-turbo S variant. While the center armrest is non-adjustable, it has a decent level of storage underneath, and the air purifier system is also integrated into this armrest itself. Talking about storage options, a cooled glove box is available from the mid-spec variant itself, and all variants get large 1-liter bottle holders as standard on all doors. The BlueLink connectivity telematic controls are integrated into the IRVM itself, which itself is an electrochromic auto-dimming IRVM. Next comes the most important and favorite feature among Indian car buyers, that is the massive panoramic sunroof. This is available as standard on the non-turbo SX variant itself, and both the DCT variants come as standard with this panoramic sunroof. This electric sunroof can also be operated using voice commands now. And yes, the Hyundai Creta also gets interior ambient mood lighting. So that was all about the features in the front part of the Hyundai Creta SX Optionals cabin. Let's now get into the back seats. This is how the dashboard of the Hyundai Creta SX Optional DCT Turbo variant looks like from the rear seat, and honestly it is one among the most feature-loaded mid-size SUVs in today's category. While the interior largely consists of hard touch plastics, the quality of every material is pretty good. Rear AC vents are standard across all variants of the Hyundai Creta, and this rear USB charging port is also available from the mid-spec variant onwards, along with this phone pocket. The overall space and comfort is really commendable, and there is a decent number of storage spaces in the back. However, one unique feature on the top spec variants of the Hyundai Creta are these soft cushion pillows which are integrated into the rear headrests. And yes, the Hyundai Creta also has 2-step reclinable rear seats, exclusively only on the top spec variants. There are 2 levels of recline angle, which can be adjusted by the button on the shoulder of the rear seats. And it is possible to relax properly in the rear seats of the Hyundai Creta thanks to the center armrest which is available from the mid-spec variant itself. So while the rear seats don't offer ventilation function, the comfort is pretty good. However, only the SX and SX optional variants of the Hyundai Creta get ISOFIX child seat mounts. Just like the front part of the cabin, the rear doors also get the Bose branding on the speakers. However, the 2 tweeters are located only in the front part of the cabin. The Hyundai Creta's top spec variants also get these manual sun blinds for the rear seats, which are nicely robust in terms of quality, and the attention to detail is also pretty nice because this sun blind also covers the small quarter glass. Well, apart from all these comfort and features, this massive panoramic sunroof also provides in a lot of light, thus improving the overall cabin experience, lifting up the overall ambience of this all-black cabin. While ESP traction control with hill hold is available on the SX variant itself, side curtain airbags are available only on the SX optional along with the thorax airbags. So that was all about the features and comfort of the rear seats. Let's now check out the engine bay. Opening the engine bay of this Hyundai Creta SX optional with the DCT gearbox, you get to see the 1.4-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged gasoline direct injection petrol engine producing 140 PS of maximum power and 242 Nm of maximum torque through only this 7-speed DCT automatic gearbox. While a 6-speed manual gearbox is available on the naturally aspirated petrol and the turbo diesel versions, this engine does not offer a manual gearbox option yet. That said, it is one among the most powerful petrol engines in this midsize SUV category, and it is also incredibly refined. Talking about safety features, both the DCT turbo variants get all-wheel disc brakes, ESP with traction control, hill hold, ISOFIX child seat mounts, smart key access with push-button start, reverse parking camera, along with dual airbags and ABS with EBD. However, only the SX optional gets 6 airbags. Let's now talk about the price range. So that was a detailed drive experience review of the Hyundai Creta's 1.4-litre turbocharged DCT variant. I feel that this 7-speed DCT automatic is a proper match for the turbo petrol 140 PS engine, simply because the instantaneous gearbox response matches properly with the aggressive power delivery of this engine. Despite the slightly stiffer ride quality, it is also greatly comfortable, spacious on the inside, while being great fun to drive, offering sports mode and paddle shifters, while also offering multiple traction modes for mild off-roading. So for the pricing, the Hyundai Creta Turbo DCT offers all these characteristics with a whole lot of features. So meanwhile, this is Viprajesh signing off. See you on another video. Thank you for watching.